Let's now talk about the email tab under global defaults. So again, under WishList member, global defaults, and then we'll go to the email tab. So there's a couple things right off the top here. So the first one is do not send reminder emails when a member unsubscribes. So if this is enabled, WishList member will stop sending reminder emails when the user unsubscribes. There's a number of different reminder emails that someone could have regarding expiration, or it could be an incomplete registration. There's just a number of those. So if someone unsubscribes from the internal WishList member email list, then those will be, though they will not send these if this is enabled. Next one is unsubscribe expired members. So again, if this is enabled, when someone it becomes expired to a level, it will unsubscribe them from the autoresponders for that particular level. So if you want to have that enabled, just go ahead and turn that on. So those are two pretty simple ones. Next, we have getting into dealing with global defaults versus per level access. So this is one of the things that is really nice about WishList member is that there's a lot of global defaults that you have. So if you're fine with those, you can use those. But if not, you can override things on a level by level basis. So we're going to sort of go through this and talk about how this works. So when it comes to this first one, global sender info defaults, this is the sender information that your emails are going to come from. So a new member registration, if a membership is canceled, expiring, lost password, all that sort of stuff. Who is that email going to come from? Well, right here, this is who we have set at this current time. And so this is a global default. I would say most of the time, this is probably what you're going to have. You're just going to probably stick with this and have a global default that you set here. That's probably going to be your name and email address, or maybe your support email address, and that'll be it. But there may be cases where that's a little bit different. So this global default here, you notice if I try and click into these boxes, I can't actually edit these. And the reason why is because that information, I'm going to open this in a new tab. That information is actually stored here under the advanced options. So we have that over here edited where you can do that, and we'll wait for that to load here for a second. But again, these aren't editable. And so here's where we would actually come in and change this. And ultimately, the reason it's that way is because there's more information here that's tied to your canned spam information and complying with those laws and so forth. So we don't want to have a bunch of different places where you can edit it and get things crossed up. You edit your administrator info here, and then that info is here, and you can say that this is the sender information that you want to have. Now, there's this button here that says apply to all levels. At first, this won't necessarily make sense, but if we go into setup, and I'll again open that in a new tab, that's going to take us into our level setup. So again, as I mentioned, we can do this on a level by level basis. So this is the global default. This is what's just set, and right now that's where it'll come from. But if for some reason you want to override this on a level by level basis for one level or multiple levels, etc., you can do that. And so we come over here to email notifications, and let's just click on the new member registration. So we can see here that there's this checkbox here that says use global default sender info. It's unchecked. So right now I could come in here and do something like this, and I could change who this email is coming from if I wanted to do that. Or I could click this checkbox, and now it reverts back to the default information that we have set over here. Okay, so this checkbox and this information are kind of tied together. Now, if you just know, again, like I said, most of the time this is probably just what you're going to do, but you'll notice how this checkbox when I came over here wasn't checked. So if you want to just apply this to all levels, and you know that's the default sender information that you want to use, again, we'll leave this unchecked. Let me sort of close this. Now let me hit apply to all levels, confirm that it wants to do that. It's going to go through all the levels now, and it's going to essentially turn that checkbox on. So let me reload this page here. And so that gives you an easy way to just, okay, this is the sender information. I want to make sure that it's set for all levels. You click that button and now I'll come in here and you see that checkbox is checked. Well, actually that one doesn't, because that doesn't go out to user, but you see that this checkbox is checked, and it'll be the same way for all of your levels. So that's what this does, is it allows you to set a global default for your sender information, apply it to all levels, and now all your emails are going to come from that sender information. I'll say it one last time, probably what you're going to want to do. But if you do want to overwrite it on a level by level basis, just come into the level, uncheck this box, enter the information that you want it to come from for that particular email level, hit save and close, or that membership level, and hit save and close, and you'll be good to go. Okay? So that is the global sender info defaults. Now we have a similar thing with email notification defaults. So if you take sort of the concept of what I just talked about with the sender info, we have the same idea with our email notifications. Now, in past versions of WishList Member, this actually wasn't an option. You wouldn't be able to edit these global defaults, but we added this now where you can edit these global defaults. So these are the actual email messages like you see here that are coming out, and the default is what's in here when you first create a membership level. So you can come in here and edit this on a level by level basis. So if you just want to come in and for every single membership level you create, you want to come in and change this, you can do that, and you really don't have to pay attention to the global defaults. Okay. But if you want if you're going to use these, if you want to create a default that whenever you create a new membership level, it's going to work for that membership level, and you don't have to rewrite these emails every time, that's where we start thinking about the global defaults. You also see here that we have this reset to global default message. So the message that it gets defaulted to when you click this button, let's say you edited something in here and then you were like, oh, I want to go back to the original. When you click this button, the original will go back to is what is set here. Okay, so again, you can override it on a per level basis, or you can use sort of the global default here. Okay, so if we come in here and let's just do new member registration, we'll hit edit notification. This is where you can come in and edit the default, not the per level, but the default. And this is what used to be hard-coded in WishList Member that you couldn't edit. You'd have to override everything on a level-by-level basis. Okay, so we've now made this so that you can edit this global default. If I make a change here like this, and I save that, and then I come over here, and let's just refresh this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this reset to global default message. Now I added... Again, we'll come over here. I added these M's at the end of the subject line here. When I reset this, then it's going to now add those M's to the subject as well. So that's the whole idea here, is I've edited this global default. And now if I come in here and I hit reset to global default message, it's going to add what I added. So now you see these M's here. Okay, so that allows you to now edit those global default messages. When you create a new level, that's now the message that will be automatically created in here. You can still always come in and edit these on a level by level basis. So if you want a different message for every level, you can still always do that. This just makes it a little bit easier for you to manage your defaults versus your level by level, etc., and giving you the option to edit this, which you never had before. Okay, so I'm going to change this back and hit save. Now, one other thing that we have here that's important. Oh, and there's actually two things. So you see here, this says reset to original message. So this will set this global default to what we have hard-coded. So now we have a hard-coded version that automatically populates here. We have this version which you can overwrite, and then we have the level version which you can also override. So if you hit reset to original message, this will just take what we have hard-coded in our code and put it back here. It's like you would have a fresh, if you were starting over with a fresh install of WishList Member, what would be in there. So that's what this button does. Now this one's an interesting one and is actually pretty handy. So you notice how we came over here and we hit this button, reset to global default message. This button is also kind of tied to this option here in a way, because let's say I'm in this new member registration And I'm like, you know what? I just want to start over and I want to reset everything to original. So I hit this button to reset everything to the original message. But now I want to have that applied to all of these individual membership levels, because when you change this message, it doesn't automatically retroact to the levels, right? It doesn't pass on to the levels. These are separate. The only time that this here will pull from the global default is when a new membership level is created, okay? Or when we do this, say I want to apply it to these individual levels, I can hit apply, and now this message will be applied to these individual levels and replace what's there. So one of the things that's nice that you can do is you can reset to original message, and then you can come here and hit select all and hit apply, and that's going to reset all of the membership levels to the default message. So if you want to just sort of just want to do a reset on your email notifications, that's an easy way to do it. Just click this button, come down here, click select all, hit apply, confirm, and boom, all of them are reset. Or if you want to do it to 3 levels, however you want to do it. Okay, so that is the global email notifications. And I know there's a little bit of nuance there, but I think once you start working with it, it'll start to make a little bit more sense. Again, the whole idea, just to bring it back kind of down to earth, is global default that gets applied when I create a level, and so I don't have to edit every level if I don't want to, or I want to edit every level. I can edit everything on a level by level basis if I want to. That's the whole idea behind these two things.